This will be Ted Sagitas in the unlimited mouth fresh super boats. Ted Sagitas with Braden Munro doing the navigational duties. 680 cubic inches of a big block. So Big Ted, brand new Sprint Tech hull. Boat looking very, very settled at the moment, looking very nice indeed. Just eased off going through the washing machine, hitting that cross wash, the wake that is developed through there. He's gone the wrong way. Need to rethink about that, Teddy. He'll come back down here. He knows where he went wrong. Back on track now, Teddy Sagitas straight to the far side of the track into that sharp right-hander. Oh, and he's parked it up on the bank. Ted Sagitas has parked it up on the bank, and that is not a good way to end that run. Getting the wrong way was the problem right there. So Teddy Sagitas, the brothers. So Ted is the driver parked up on the far side of the track there, and brother Derek is the B driver of this particular boat. So they will make an inauspicious exit from the track. We've got Scruffy the tugboat out there doing the rescue duties. A fairly benign sort of stop up there, so there'll be no damage to the boat, just a little bit of damage to the Pride. We'll just take a short break and be back with more of the methanol sucking monsters that are the unlimited superboats. The fisherman from Invercargill. I'll tell you what, this bloke, he's not mucking around. He won a New Zealand championship back in 1986. Came back to racing about 3 or 4 years ago, and he's always showing some pretty exciting form out on the racetrack. Just got himself wrong way. Conrad White, his son, he's doing the navigational duties. Oh, he's pretty harsh on the equipment. He's Robert White. Don't you worry about that. But this is a sort of bloke, they call him MacGyver in a lot of ways. If you gave this bloke a cotton bud, a paddle pop stick and an elastic band, he would just about be able to fix a 747. So Robert White and a 51.342. Of course, that time blowing out because he did get the incorrect rotation. We are going to go right through. We're going to keep running into 4 qualifiers before we have our lunch break. So that is the news from our race director slash commentator slash the bloke who's doing everything at the moment, Leighton Shrek Manel. So straight into the 4 qualifiers. This will be Pip and Poppy. Their first time driving an unlimited boat. This is a Link ECG, Link Engine Management System. 0800 My Engine rebuilders, Glen Anthony Sim Metal Stud, and Pip and Poppy in the LS 6.2 litre Chev. 8¼ inch jet unit, so very small jet unit for an unlimited category boat. But Pip's partner Dave drives in a very, very similar boat in the 99, and Dave and Pip's sons are actually driving in the Group B category. So 3 boats to look after, and that's going to be a big effort and no one's business. And 50.913 for Pip and Poppy. So Dave Simmons and the team from Link Engine Management got 3 boats to look after. Dave, Pip in the boat we just saw on the track, and the boys in the Group B. So very busy racing family. All right, this is Richard Murray and Joe Rathbone. This is a beast of a machine. They call him Das, the farmer from Wanganui. Was actually voted Wanganui Sportsman of the Year a couple of years ago after he won the Group A championship. This boat is the Mina machine. So Richard Murray actually, just about holds a jet sprinting world record for damaging the most amount of navigators throughout the years. And his current navigator, Joe Rathbone, in fact, being one of those. Well, he's getting this stinger working very nicely, all very sharp into there, lost a bit of grunt, but good time there with a 42.941. This is Dave Simmons, Pip Thompson's partner, John Ferrick, doing the navigational duty here. And this Link 0800 My Engine is an absolute cracker. Oh, into the hairpin nicely, the Stinger hull, brand new hull. Into that left-hander. Dave Simmons has worked out that crosswash. The split is pretty good at a 32. All right, that was Dave Simmons there into P2 with a 44.202. All right, so Dave Simmons there in the Blue Flame 2. That boat around about 950 horsepower, the Scott 8.5 inch jet unit. So at the moment it is Richard Murray on top with the blown 440 cubic inch Chev, the green Mina machine. Dave Simmons, his partner Pip Thompson, then Robert White from the yellow Hydrolink machine. And as we just look further afield, so Richard Burt in the rotor boat, unfortunately out. for the day. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in just a second. All right, we are going mouth fresh racing with Rob Coley, his partner and wife, and well, partner in crime, Ange Coley, sitting right in alongside him, the mouth fresh machine for mouth fresh super boats. Great supporters of our sport, and Rob Coley was presented with Man of the Year last year in the superboat scene here in New Zealand, and a very well-deserved trophy. That was very emotional. Rob Coley taking home that trophy. The amount of work this guy does behind the scenes, phenomenal. 705 cubic inches of big block fury is the power plant in this boat. Just got to bob down around the right hand or around Stinger there. So had a few teething issues with the boat to start with. Across to the far side, that sharp right-hander got around there very nicely indeed. The Sprint Tech hull, all the wind really picking up now. Oh, throws it in there, and Rob Coley into P3 with a 46.928. Rob Coley be very happy with that run. He went wrong way in qualifying round number 1. Got it back together there for that particular run. It is going to be Rusty 1 now with Aaron Hansen and Julie Ann Shanks. Came third in the UIM World Series. So currently hold third in the Worlds at the moment. This is a Stinger hull. It's got a 500 small block Chev in it, producing about 900 or 8 to 900 horsepower. The hydro pump is the jet unit on the back of them. Dual Tech Consultants, Coastline Honda, Tauranga and Moe's Mowing. These guys were competing a little bit in the Australian series, just completed. So Aaron Hansen looking pretty good out there at the moment. A little bit of oversteering through the flip-flops, but he got in and out of there okay. Plenty of power at his disposal. And into that sharp left-hander, and that is a 42.603 straight to the top of the timesheets for Aaron Hansen. So Aaron Hansen there, Rusty 1. So at the moment it's looking like this. At the moment it's looking Aaron Hansen, Richard Murray, David Simmons, Rob Coley, Pip Thompson, Robert White, Teddy Sagitis, of course, parked it up on the bank as we cast our eyes down now to River Jet Racing. River Jet operating between Taupo and Rotorua on the North Island, of course. And Nick Berryman is the man at the helm. Amanda Kiddo doing the navigational duties. The Whipple supercharged machine from Lake Oakton, the Lakes Lodge Wilderness Retreat. Nick Berryman over the years has part of what he's done for work is hunt pigs from helicopters and do all sorts of bushman stuff. He's pretty good in what he's up to at the moment. So Mandy Tisdall in here with in the commentary box. We'll have a chat to her in a minute after Nick gets through his run. Oh, very nice finish to that. And Nick Berryman straight to the top with a 41.394. Now, Mandy Tisdall, the Group A. There is a, from the Group A, you guys won the Group B category last year. You and your husband Clayton, how do you like the new engine package for the Group A?
It's brilliant.
Well, I notice you don't like a microphone held in front of your face too well.
No, I don't.
Well, you're going to have to get used to that, because if you're going to get up on the podium a little bit more often, you're going to have to start talking to us.
That's correct.
Geez, I tell you what, for a school teacher, you're pretty quiet. Get out, off you go, out the box. Scott Donald and Nicole Reesby out on track at the moment. The pair from Featherston, Scott Donald the farmer, Nicole Reesby the accountant, the Wicked and Wild machine with a 500 dart producing about 850 horsepower. And Scott Donald on the split with a 35.366 came out of the track at this event here. Well, the last time we raced, which was in fact here the last race of the season last year, 49.143. So well down the pecking order there, and P6. So just having a look down there, looks as though Baden Gray and Darren Todd, in qualifying round number 1 had a little bit of a, off-track incident and found themselves on the wrong side of the fence. But that's all right. No harm, no foul. They had an injector issue. They're going back down onto the ramp at the moment. Derek Sagitas, 360degreebolt.com. And he is coming out onto track at the moment. So it is Scott Munro doing the navigational duty. 600 cubic inches. So what's the pit cost?
Well, mate, Desi here, he put out a blinder last time out. We'll come back to the goss, but Desi looked very tidy in the spade earlier in the day. So Desi Sagitas all the way over from Melbourne. Let's see how he lines it up. Coming through there now.
Yeah, very good driver, Desi. Tends to be a lot smoother, a lot sort of not as reactionary as his bigger brother Teddy. But tell you what, he knows his way around the track.
He's certainly a hard charger, Desi, and I'm looking forward to seeing how both these guys go in this brand new package of Sprint Tech that's debuted today.
Yeah, look, the funny thing with these guys is the brothers, they put in a lot of effort. They work just as hard as everybody else in the pit and paddock area. They run about 8 or 9 businesses back in Melbourne. And the funny thing is, after they have a crash, they never get up one another. All they are most interested in who is getting the most airtime on the TV.
Great time, great finish, and you did right. Always happy campers, these two boys, and it's great to see them having some good luck today.
Yeah, that's it, 42.359. So what have we got, Goss, out of the pit and paddock area? Did we catch up on anything, mate?
There's a fair bit of running around. I just saw Baden Gray getting back in there. I heard you talking as I come in the door there, KV, which is great to see. He's gone through several sets of underpants today, but it certainly looks like he's back on deck and ready to go.
Yeah, look, Baden and Darren have been posting a lot of stuff on Facebook about the work that they've been doing to the boat. And Baden not shy about showing everybody the underneath the hull, because underneath the hull, quite sneaky, secret squirrel business, isn't it?
I tell you, some of these guys go out of their way. They cover in the trailers. It's send people off with different stories and even put photos up, sort of throwing a bit of a cat amongst the pigeons. But it's actually not their hull upside down. So, but that was Baden's hull, I must confirm.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And he's not shy about it. And Darren Todd, of course, the one-eyed navigator, just working his butt off at the moment.
Absolutely, they're a great combination, these boys, and another team that's always enjoying their racing, having some fun, and awesome to see them. Baden joining Superboat this year, but that twin turbo, he's loving the power. That steering rod caused him the issues earlier.
Well, look, as soon as you drop the steering rod out, that just makes it really hard, doesn't it? You're just making things harder and harder and harder. Oh, well, the Australian Jet Sprint royalty has just joined us there, Fonzie Muddlin and Jody Eli. Here's, I'll tell you what, you couldn't get, look, let's be fair, they're not too bad at it. Fonzie, 5-time Australian Unlimited champion, 5 times in a row, 5-peat.
Mate, had some great battles with Fonzie's over the years, and he's certainly a hard charger. I'd love to see him racing over here this year at some stage. Hopefully we get to see the big yellow Terra Ramjet out here joining the Sagitas boys. There's some lovely outfits in Australia now getting around and certainly mixing it up with us over here, the Kiwis, so it's a great Trans-Tasman battle.
Well, that's right. In years gone by, it used to be the Trans-Tasman. These days, we tend to see that airfares are coming down. You can actually leave a boat here, race here for most of the season. For the Aussies coming here, some of the Kiwis are going to Australia to race, and of course, next year, in fact, late October, early November, the World Series in Australia. So that's what these guys are doing over here, getting set for that.
Absolutely. These boys are lining themselves up over here, seeing where they sit in the old pecking order, and certainly great to see them mixing it up over here. You know, it all started Paul Gaston coming here racing a few years ago, actually. Here we go, Baden Gray.
Baden Gray and the one-eyed navigator, Toddy. He's gone the wrong way, straight out of the chute. Oh, probably got a few nerves after the earlier incident this morning.
Look, I think they could be sitting on the fence here and just throwing the cat amongst the pigeons and trying to make us trick. But here he comes. He's hopefully going to get his mind back on the job, and let's see them get back into it.
Yeah, look, I don't think that they've realised that they've gone the wrong way, to be honest. Baden just tickling it around, continue on with the rotation. So where he's gone wrong earlier, he's continuing on with the rotation, not being aware they've gone the wrong way.
Yeah, all he's doing is wasting gas at the moment. Obviously, he's totally unaware now. He's probably still a bit rattled after what happened earlier going through that fence, and hey, who could blame him? But he's certainly coming off the gas now. I think the lights are finally lit up in the top story.
Yep, absolutely. Just sort of just continue on with the rotation, making sure the Teng Tools gets a little bit of airtime. Yeah, he's completely got it lost now. He's just probably erring on the side of caution now, and just take it home, put it back up on the trailer and think about the next run.
Oh, she's all over Mary Wipe Your Leg. I think, really, he's just got to back her up back at the trailer.
I think you're right, Leighton. Leighton Manel, President of the New Zealand Jet Sprint Association. He's saying things like that means I can get away with shitloads more. So Baden Gray and Darren Todd heading in there. But geez, I tell you what, Mother Nature looking a bit ugly over the back there, but I think we're going to be right. It looks as though hopefully the cloud will blow north and miss us here, but you can't mess with Mother Nature, or mother-in-laws for that matter, as we see the Bars Bugs machine, Blake Bryant and Kate Hoogerbrug. Last time out, they got the track direction, the track rotation wrong, and put it back up on the trailer. This time, they're looking pretty good. Kate Hoogerbrug is the secretary of the New Zealand Jet Sprint Association, so she's got plenty to do on race day. Usually takes these guys a couple of rounds to sort of settle in and focus on the racing. But Blake Bryant, the new engine package in this year, where was the split? It was a 30.6. So that is around about where he wants to be. He's up there with Derek Segunas into the final corner now. Bogged it down a little bit, but a 42.411 into P3 there for Blake Bryant and Kate Hoogerbrug.
Kate has put in a hell of a lot of work for the Secretariat this year, and great to see them out there in the boat and getting some seat time. So I know she's put hours and hours and hours into getting this round underway, so great to see them out there.
I actually had a chat to Blake yesterday, and I said, mate, how's your 6-week European trip that you've been working towards for years? Actually, we'll just get into Sam Newdick now first before we get on with that one. Sam Newdick and Glenn Mason, number 2 in the unlimited category last year in their first season in unlimited. And wow, this bloke can drive. Took a New Zealand championship in Group B some years ago, taken multiple Group A championships, and second last year. So look, this bloke just looking sensational. And Sam Newdick, just one of those guys that is very, very smooth. His problem is from time to time he gets it wrong way, and usually when it's a cutthroat championship deciding thing that he can throw it away from time to time.
Sam, the man, Newdick bringing it home. Watch this, here we go, going to be a great time. 40.794. There you have it, smooth as fast. Sam Newdick, well done.
That was very good. Yes, going back to the Bars Bugs guys, Blake Bright and Kate Hugenbrug spent 6 weeks in Europe, and they came back. They thought, oh yeah, fantastic, we'll just have a little bit of a rest, enjoy Europe. They got back and they reckon it's going to take them about a year to get back on top of things after a 6-week holiday.
Absolutely, it is hard to get your head back in the old game, there's no doubt about it. But certainly, here we go, Peter Cowie.
Team NZ, brand new package for Peter Cowie, brand new hull, brand new jet unit, brand new engine, 600 cubic inches. Sharma, Butara Nui. Get me name around that name, me head around that name.
Very close.
It's wow, Peter Cowie, multiple world champion, multiple New Zealand champion, fast, furious, the only professional jet sprint driver in the world. And wow,
certainly a lot more throttle action going on here between Sam and Peter. Let's watch, let's see how close it is.
He's going to be very close. 39.311.
Absolutely second in it, and I really think he blew that hairpin, that last hairpin, so it was looking like a 38er. So.
It's a 1.4 seconds quicker than Sam Newdick, who's 1.4 seconds quicker than Nick Berryman. It was in P3, so wow. Peter Cowie clearly the quickest at his quick time. Sam Newdick as well, so wow.
Absolutely. Look, we're only 3 shots into it, and as you can see, the big guns are starting to fire. They've been out polishing them in the pits, and there's no doubt about it. Some of these shots are going to be brutal.
Oh, they really are. We are now going to step into qualifying round number 4 for the Group B category, and this is the youngsters, Jacob Simons and Ollie Birder out of Hawke's Bay in the Flounder Pounder. These guys in their first run on a track